Hey everybody, welcome back to Road to Level 10 Part 7. So you can see I'm 1860 ELO for this game. There's only one other level 9 in this lobby, and this is actually my first game of Mythic Gold in this series. And from here on out, I'm pretty much exclusively playing Mythic Gold. So go ahead and start pistol round, rotate over to A, somehow find that second kill. I thought that I was a window player this game, so we'll explore that later on. Now we're playing the game of how many scout shots can I miss. Now I do flash so I can re-peek. I'm not really scared of them because they have pistols. I'm kind of scared of this guy who has a scout top mid, but luckily neither of us can hit each other. After giving up that for a second, I do go over and check out Palace, luckily get that kill. And there's still a guy top mid, so again, I'm just going back and forth. I decide maybe I should just stay mid, reload my scout, because that's something that you have to do when you're good at the game. Spot the guy underpass, luckily get the easy headshot, and again, continue to try to fight this guy top mid. He ends up getting the kill on me, but it is traded out. So, guy egoed me out a window, understandably. I couldn't really hit a shot, so I move over to Cat. End up having to rotate to A, 2 versus 4 situation. I'm just trying to get 1, and I go to connector, see if I can peek anything. Now it's a 1 versus 3, and I just decide to save because I'm not going to win this kind of round. So moving on to the next, still have the op, trying to work towards mid with it. Luckily they're not out, so I'm able to get up into ladder room pretty easily without having to use any sort of utility, which will come into play later again. Now, bomb is out towards B, but I hear the guy on Cat, so I slowly give it up, and of course as soon as I give it up, he peeks. I ended up missing this shot, and then I bump into the wall trying to leave. So that was a pretty dicey situation. This is the next round where I'm trying to save. We end up getting the kill on the guy top mid, and I just can't reach that AK soon enough. But yeah, I was trying to move around, trying to figure out how to deal with that Cat guy while them coming out B. If I was actually able to get around that corner, I don't think it would have been the worst play. So, clear underpass again, have to rotate towards a 4 versus 3 situation. Now a 3 versus 3. Guys coming out Palace, try to get some HE damage. Flash over to support my teammate. And I just, I'm trying to get 1 here. I see the guy Apex, so I'm not really worried about that. Now it's a 3 versus 2. We have the information about where both are. I get smoked off here. It takes every ounce of my willpower to not just run through the smoke and immediately die. But we end up playing this 2 versus 2. My teammate rotates over to B here in a second just so we can split up, just because it had been a while since we'd last had any sort of contact. Now, because I'm just kind of a sitting duck out in the open here, I do try to get some sort of contact. Palace looks clean. I'm jiggling back and forth. I go for a little bit of a wider swing, and of course, that's when the guy Palace decides to peek. We end up losing, or no, we actually win that round, excuse me. So now I'm trying to get up Cat. Nothing's here. We're chilling. Guys up on chair. We just think there is a call for mid. I'm not sure. That's on me. I need to use my utility a little bit better. Next round is a save round because we lost the last. So I'm trying to push through, get some control with this P250. And then up getting some control. It's a 5 versus 3 here. This is completely winnable. A looks clean, so I'm going to go all the way around to B. There's a guy up on Cat, so pretty obvious that they're taking B. 2 versus 2 now. Our teammates just couldn't get the kills. I get onto site, and they both are there. So we end up saving an AK through that round. Now, working up my way Cat, but we immediately die towards A, so I go ahead and rotate over 3 versus 4 situation. Guy goes to Firebox. I'm like, hey, you know what? They know that I'm here. I should go rotate over to be with my teammates, so I'm not in a 1 versus 1 or 1 versus 2 situation. Slowly peeking out. Decide not to do that because they're posted up on it. 3 versus 4. Again, we have a ton of time to work with here, so we're starting to come out. Check towards the Palace guy. Can't really get him. Do end up dropping 1. Push through the smoke here, which isn't the best idea. This is a save territory. Luckily, I'm able to escape. And now I'm just waiting for a guy to exit CT. Again, I'm waiting, being pretty cautious about peeking that angle. Don't just want to swing right out. And the guy does end up peeking into CT, and I'm able to connect barely. Next round, guy's already up Cap by the time I'm there. Our window player did call that they were mid, but I did not know that Cat was smoked off and they were running up Cat. That's a common thing in this game, was there was just a lack of communication from the window player, from the con player, and from me. It's not all their fault. I mean, that was pretty dumb of me to not be ready for something like that. I should have heard the smoke, but next round, have the op, go Cat, have to rotate over, do end up getting that kill onto Palace, and now, again, I'm just splitting between mid and A. It's a 4 versus 1 situation here, so I can chill, don't really have to worry about anything, and I do end up actually just giving up Sniper's Nest, right? There's no reason for me to play such a forward position. I don't want to lose my gun. I don't want to have to rebuy next round. It's a 4 versus 1, right? I'm going to let my other teammates deal with that, and because of that, we end up just securing the round, and I can maintain my weapon. Again, we get the call that they're kind of coming out A. B looks clean, so I'm going to rotate over to A pretty quickly, and with ramp smoked, I'm going to take this over once the smoke fades, tell my teammate, hey, just watch Palace. He's like, you know what, I'll go up Palace for you, no problemo. Yep. So because of that, I'm able to only focus on ramp. I don't have to worry about somebody walking out Palace. We also have a connector player that I don't need to worry about, so I can just hold this angle, which is one of the easiest things to do with the op. And then utility starts to come out, one guy comes out, I go for the re-peek, I miss, and I get wallbang headshotted. I should not have immediately gone for a peek like that. It's pretty expected for them to pause and wait for me. So again, that's a mistake on my part. I end up actually using utility on Cat to work around here. So I do see, is that a guy back there? Hold on. Was that a head that I just saw? How did I miss that? That was the last guy, right? Oh, I'm going to have to go back and rewatch that. I just watched that again. That was definitely somebody's head. So 3 versus 1, I'm like, okay, maybe he could be B. I get absolutely jump scared. He was B. Moving on to the next round, I take window for this guy. I'm a little late to this peak, so I don't want to just outright go for it, so I'm going to jiggle out. Nothing's there. Move over to A. Really bad idea from me to go peek A. I mean, there's 3 people there already. I just, you know, it's what I do in window. I just like to bounce back and forth. There is a guy in Palace here. End up getting the guy who crosses. They toss a smoke down, which kind of sucks because then I can't see anything. See how in this situation I didn't reposition, and because I did not reposition immediately after getting a shot off, they just knew how to work around me. That was a guy up on triple that got the kill on me. We end up losing that round. Last round of the half, 6 to 8. Gonna stack A. We don't see anything ramp, so I go to rotate back. There's a Deeg on the ground, which is basically like candy, and so you got to pick it up. We end up dying to the icon, and that leaves us at a 6-9 half. So here we go, start of the second half, and I don't think there's a pistol round that I hate more than Waterfall Palace, especially when people start to walk halfway through. I have never actually seen this work with just a top stairs smoke, not even a jungle smoke. And it's like, okay, are we supposed to funnel to CT? Are we fighting these jungle guys? And we all just end up dying and lose the round. Next round, I mean, it's a save round. We buy pistols, going underpass here. Guy ninjas down onto me, kills me. So now it's 6 to 11. We finally have a buy. So we're starting to work up mid. Both of my mid teammates die before I can even peek. So I grab bomb, work my way back towards a 2 versus 4 situation. Somehow my teammate ended up in mid. I think he was a B player or B default. So we start working our way out. I'm waiting for him to get a little bit closer. He finds 1 kill. So I flash jungle for him. He finds a second one as well. Makes it a 2 versus 2 situation. I plant inside default. I really should have planted opposite. And then gone back towards ramp, so that is absolutely a blunder for me. I was waiting for a guy CT, but no guy from CT came. I knew there was one Cat, and the other guy was big flank. Did not expect that one. This round, smoke top con at the start of the round. That should allow us to take mid a little bit easier. So I'm working my way up towards mid. Drop bomb, don't want to be swinging out with that. We get the 1 already. Makes it a nice 5 versus 4. And I'm just taking my time, getting up, clearing out angles that are commonly played. I know that Con is smoked off, and I'm able to find the kill onto the ladder guy. So I don't know if I want to work into ladder here. I do end up peeking towards B because it's a 5 versus 1. And guess what? I hit the box again because I move like a Roomba. This start of the round, I smoke cat off rather than top con because that allows us to work up connector. And so bomb is down. We don't pick that up. I go for a molly into connector just to make sure they don't swing out and peek. And we are working our way up. See, there's no reason for me to just stay top mid here. We have the map control, so we're going to go ahead and push up. I really thought I heard a step bottom stairs here, so I'm totally dedicated to somebody being in this corner. But unfortunately, he was in the other corner, so I absolutely misheard that. Bad play by me. It's now 8-12. Go for a molly here. Just again, so they can't swing out and come valley up on us. Or if there is, there's only one. It splits them up. So I'm going to go ahead and toss a smoke up onto cat. We don't have to go connector with this. I'm clearing off the angles. We get a kill towards A. 5 versus 4. The CTs don't really know what we're doing, so we're just going to chill back here. We end up getting a kill window as well. 5 versus 3 now, and we can just stop. We can just pause, make the CTs try to adjust. There is a guy towards jungle that just killed our teammate, so I'm going to get up into ladder, see if I can cut off that rotate. And unfortunately, it's smoked, can't really see anything. But again, 4 versus 3 even. We can just chill here and take our time. One guy in window. I think I end up hitting that guy for 90-something. He does not re-peek, unfortunately. And then there is a guy in connector who I can't kill because I suck. But we win the round, we secure it, makes it 9-12. And then this round, I can't remember which one you throw the CT smoke on. I believe it's the top one. Don't quote me. But so I end up moving over to throw the jungle one. Again, taking my time. Nice, just walking over. And this starts a little bit of a streak that we have where A is just working out very well. So I wait for some flashes to go, wait for the smokes to pop before I just start swinging out. And then we don't see anything. We're actually going to fake A here. Whoever threw the CT smoke threw it improperly, unfortunately. And so we're working our way up. There was a guy sandwiched. There was a guy underbalk. Good crossfire. We just took a little bit too long, but it's okay because we ended up winning the round. The fake worked. So this round, we're actually going to hit A, throw one flash over. We're just chilling. We're seeing what they do, and then we're actually going to go out with it. So when you have smokes, they have like 17 seconds. You still have enough time to really work with them. We're taking a bit longer than I would like to right here. But we end up going because our palace guy dies to a guy with a deagle. Luckily, they are on a force/save, so we're a light buy. We're able to work our way up. The guy on the flank does pretty well, and I'm just waiting for this underbout guy. I really thought I heard somebody on the ladder there, or that smoke was theirs, but oh, my teammate who's low, and then there's the guy in palace. That's what we were waiting for. And then we secure the round. Again, I didn't want to just go off and take the entire site before we had all the angles clear, so I kind of just waited until we were able to do something. That is also a nice little flash if you want to help your mid teammates. You can just throw it right between that gap there. And now, again, we're lining up some smokes. It's 11-12 here. We got a ton of time. 4 versus 4 situation. We should have the advantage when going onto site. We just toss our smokes. I throw jungle. And I do have a molly this time, so I'm like, okay, I don't want to get stuck like I did that other time. So I molly underbalk, and I'm trying to work my way up.
He's getting hit.
The underbalk molly doesn't really go as far as I want it to, so I'm still a little bit concerned. End up getting a guy through smoke there, and I'm like, okay, let me see if I can cheat over and get through that smoke, but unfortunately I was unable to. That's, again, not the best play by me. This was definitely not one of my better games, and so because of that, I was trying to make things happen. You can't really try to force things to happen, right? Because then you're just going to get shut down all the time. You have to let things happen naturally. Some games you're going to have 15 kills, some games you're going to have 30, but as long as you're winning them, it doesn't really matter. So our teammate goes down on cat, bomb is down. I'm really scared to recover this because I could get shot from connector, but I end up grabbing it. We move towards B. Our mid guy dies, so now it's a 2 versus 4. We're working our way into apps. We know there's a guy here, and we just can't trade him out. So, makes it 11-14 here. Our money just isn't where it needs to be here, so we're on pistols, and I just can't connect with this guy. Even if I could, the round wasn't going to be going too well. Makes it 11-15. We have guns here, 5 versus 5. And we just don't really throw utility here. I don't have a smoke. The guy who I just ran past didn't have a smoke. And so it's very difficult for us to execute here. And so we're just going to try to work our way out. And there's an upper back triple. I try to not swing directly into him because he's going to be holding it. I do spray him down a little bit. I try to throw a nade onto him, and then there's already a guy mid-sight. And that's actually him. He did reposition. So we lose the game. Luckily, I think we only lost 13 elo on that. So, yeah. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a good day. I'll see you guys next time.